Is anything permanent? Well, death, maybe. Life, maybe. But here's the thing. Energy is in a constant state of transformation because of the existence where we draw the line, where I personally draw the line between life and existence is at the point of transformation of energy, as in taking chemical energy from food and turning it into willpower to move your arm. You know what I'm saying? As in absorbing photons from light sources and turning it into plant material. The transformation of energy is the fundamental reality of this universe. And on a grand scale, there is either A, no space besides the space between things, or B, the entire universe is on the inside of some kind of system that is much, much bigger. My point is that motion is constant. Energy is always vibrating. There's always either heat or going to be heat. There are even particles in space, outer space. But space is everywhere. Space is right in front of your eyes. In fact, most of the things around you are empty space. Electrons carry, the main perceivable energy for, physical material. And this paradigm of physical reality is based on light and, based on human beings and our, proportions and our requirements. So, take a step outside of that and think about the question again. Is anything permanent? Well, memories exist. That is an undeniable fact. Yet, if you dissect a human all the way down to the particles, down to the molecules and the atoms and the quarks, you won't find a memory. Now, I say this with 90% confidence because there is a possibility that our brains have organic quantum systems that interact with reality in such a way that actually stores the memory in a place. It could be non-local to the physical reality. But that's my whole point, is that there's metaphysical existence of thoughts, other things along those lines. So, in the nature of space being everywhere between things right here, and it being a gradient from a point of observation to, in most people's minds, the space between planets. Let me stop there, because point of observation is everything. Without that, there's only a perfect system of energy and structure. without a arbitrary perspective, there is no relativity. There's no so this demonstrates the inherent connection between observer and system, you know what I'm saying, and the separation, because without a distinction, quantum mechanics wouldn't function the way they do. And so in the nature that space is everywhere, what I believe is there is a complete metaphysical universe that coexists with a physical universe, and that there are multidimensional threads that wind through inside and out of. Basically, the universe was created as a little dot that was infinite, and so it expanded, and the dot ends up becoming the perimeter of the universe as it infinitely expands. And between the center of it, which ends up being you, and the perimeter lies everything that has and ever will happen. And it's happening now. And these threads that are maybe 10, maybe 11 dimensional, they are ways to communicate between what some people refer to as the morphogenetic field and what religious people has referred to as like the ether, or what some people call like the astral library. It's just as accessible as light, but we have been steered in a direction away from it, into working and stuff. And so no one has the time to do their own research. Basically, a singularity exists and then a circle around it. And within this process of beginning to end, lies all of human history and awareness. And awareness is the important thing. In my opinion, what we actually are exists outside of this physical world. We're looking into it through the human body. And thoughts and memories and hallucinations and spirits and all that stuff exists just right around the corner. It's just you have to figure out how to perceive it. Just like human beings as a species couldn't perceive the color blue for the first 10,000 years of their development because their eyes. But what's leading evolution? The thing that exists that evolution is trying to get you to be able to perceive. That's what. It's God. It's the universe itself. It's, whatever you want to call it, but it's there and it's real and we're drawn to it.